God, because I have a son and I cannot take no for an answer. Even if you tell me no in person, it's not a problem. I'll go back and I'll pray, and you call me back. So so
I can see he's
so
giving you a lot of love there. Now, I know that he's
yeah,
present in the room, so I'm going to be a little bit careful with this question. But um,
yeah.
so let me ask you, how does having him affect your dating life? Because I can imagine it changes things. There's things that you may have liked to have done, or people you might have liked to have had over that you can't have over. How does it affect your dating life?
Um, it's made it more responsible, as I suppose as it should have been if I was just single without the process, you know.
Uh-huh.
Uh, so sorry, excuse me. Can I take him out? King, Nani,
Thank you for not saying her
Nani.
name. That helps a lot. We
Yeah,
don't need to know her name. It's better that we don't, so that nobody goes to
baby,
look for her to see
could
how they
you
can get
go? Could
closer to
you?
you.
Could you go meet your nanny? Okay, just tell her so she give you chocolate and sweet and everything. Okay, can you close mommy's door too, please? Okay, thank you.
Oh.
Can you close the door? Thank you. Close it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I could just
Okay,
gobble
so
him up. He's so precious.
he is. Can you close the door, please? Thank you. Thank you, baby. Thank you.
Oh.
Can you close my door, Nanny, please? Okay, so in my case, yeah, like I said, it's made me a little. King, please, please, I know. Could you just give me 5 minutes, please? Thank you. Close the door, Nanny. Yeah, so it's made me more responsible as supposed to as I would have probably been. Um, but I haven't seen someone, and I've been seeing him for 4 years now. So my case is a lot different. When I met him, he already knew my situation. I knew his situation. He just lost his wife then, and
Oh.
I just lost my marriage. So we became friends, and we've
Okay.
known each other for 4 years. So yeah, yeah. So it's he doesn't affect it, but I try as much as possible to think about him first. Like my boyfriend doesn't come to my home. um
Okay.
he has his own home, and he has a couple of homes in Abuja here. So if I want to go see him, I could go there. So I respect my son so much not to put things in his face, because you never
Mm-hmm.
know where that would lead you to. No matter if
Yeah.
I know he's a good man now, people can change, and I don't want him to see so many people in the process of me getting the right one. So
It
another thing
must
I
be
don't do
hard,
is,
though.
it's pretty easy when you love your child, as
Yeah.
regards to putting yourself first. It's pretty easy. I don't know how some mothers do it and say it's difficult. I'm not sure, but the love I have for my son, nothing comes first. So I'm not
Awesome.
missing anything. I'm not losing any flavor not being with a man physically. I can talk to him over the phone. We have our moments, and all of that. One thing again I don't do is bringing them together. Like before he even saw my son physically, it was like 2.5 years gone.
Oh, wow. You
Yeah,
waited.
he knew about him. He's seen his pictures everywhere. I mean, his staff, he's not on Instagram, but he has a very wide range of stuff. So his staffs actually show him things on Instagram. So he knows my son. He knows his
Uh,
face. He even sends gifts for him sometimes. But I never let them meet, because I never knew where that was going to. And even till now, they have met, but it's not a constant thing. It's not
yeah.
something that, it's a constant presence in my son's life. I don't want that until I say I do. Then, yeah, you can have all of that free privilege. But for now, I'm just too selfish with my son. And I want him to grow up to be the man that I would want to see, date, be with, and marry. I want to correct the mistakes of other men I've been with through him. I, I, I,
Okay.
I, I think I want him to be perfect, but I know he cannot be perfect. But I think in my own little way, with all of my experiences, he wouldn't make close to anything I've seen or I've been through.
Cool. Now let me ask you a question. What would it
Yeah.
take to get King Tonto to walk down the aisle again?
Ah. that's something that's it's not far fetched. Um, I could have gotten married again if I wanted to so soon because
Uh-huh.
I've been asked. But
Oh, you've been asked?
yes,
Like with a
actually,
ring and the
yes.
whole bit?
No, not with a
Okay.
ring, not with a ring. But the thing is, would you be able to? Do you want to? Do you see yourself
Uh-huh.
getting married to me? All that questions have been something that we have talked about. But for me, the disappointment of the past has made me realize that love is not enough. Love cannot sustain anything. There's so much to it. And I used to think, I went into my other marriage thinking, it was a 50-50 thing. But I came out realizing that it is a 100 thing. You have to give me 100 for me to give you 100. There's no 50-50, baby. It
Yeah.
has to be 100. So, once I get to all of that stage of being able to trust again, being able to love unconditionally, and making and seeing the true love between this man and my son, primarily my son. If I'm ever going to get married, not because I want anything. I could have a partner for as long as I want to, uh, but being married again is because it would be because I want my son to have a figure to look up to and say, you know what, that's somebody that I admire so much, and that's my mommy's husband, maybe my stepdaddy, if their relationship gets so good that way. I would appreciate that.
Now you
Um,
mentioned calling him stepdaddy. What would it
yeah.
take? Is it something that you're opposed to? How would you feel if suddenly you find yourself married again and your son starts to call his stepdad daddy? Do you want to reserve that title for his biological father, or are you willing to allow him to call somebody else daddy?
I would not be able to get married to a man my son would not be able to call daddy.
Okay.
Because like initially, like I said, you have to really love my son. That's one criteria. You have to
Yeah.
really love my son just the way you love me. Some women are able to accept halfway through, oh, I can love you but I can love your child. No, you have to accept, we are a whole package, so you have to accept us as a package. So if you can do that, then we good. We good.
Nice. Very nice. I feel like asking you a million
Yeah.
more questions. Gosh, I'm so enjoying this conversation. You're a remarkable person to talk to. I mean, just hearing so much wisdom come from you, hearing so much insight, and you can tell
Mhm.
that you've really thought through these things, that you're not just
Oh yeah.
living life carelessly, which, a
No.
lot of people have a very wrong perception of celebrities. They think that celebrities
True.
are careless because
True.
they just see them
Yeah.
doing makeup and posing, and
Yeah.
they have this very wrong perception that they're careless. And
Yeah.
I think tonight,
I even hardly never even do live, so I never get to show my real personality. I only get to just show what I put out there. So a lot of people don't know us. That's the truth. So
oh,
they just tag you with the, in quotes, celebrity thingy, and that's what it is. But we have more. We are more than that. We are more than the internet. We are more than what we leave on
wow.
the internet. Yes, we're more.
Totally, totally. And I really
Hmm.
count it a privilege that you did this tonight for me and with me. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you for
Thank
trusting me, because
you.
it's not easy to
Oh.
trust somebody to